Yo, what is up guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully you guys are doing well. If you're new here, smash that like, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. So, Leigh Wood defeats Mauricio Lara by a lopsided unanimous decision to regain his WBA featherweight title. Now, of course, going into this fight, Mauricio Lara basically blew the weights. He missed weights. Now, from what I heard, he basically missed the check weight, I believe, on the Wednesday, and he then wasn't allowed to attempt to make the real weight. I think he was stopped. I think he was stopped trying to attempt the weight by the British Boxing Board of Control because he missed the check weight due to quote unquote fighter safety reasons. Now, Carl Froch described this performance from Mauricio Lara the best. Appalling, no energy, lackadaisical, one-paced, no ambition, no sense of urgency. Ultimately, it was just a really, really bad performance by Mauricio Lara. And we know Lara is a guy who is technically flawed in a lot of aspects. However, he brings a certain intensity to the ring that he just did not bring in this fight, for whatever reason. Now, I think the most likely scenario will be to do with the weight, because he looked extremely flat. And I'm talking right from the very first bell. And even in the first fight, I have to admit, I think I made this comment in my post-fight review for the first fight, which Lara won by a 7th round knockout. There were several rounds in that fight where I felt Lara was lacking intensity. So potentially this is a weight issue for Mauricio Lara. Alternatively, did he throw this fight because he barely tried? You know, he showed absolutely nothing, but if I were to hazard a guess, I would say that Mauricio Lara was very tight at the weights, and he blew it obviously. But nevertheless, Leigh Wood, despite Lara's terrible performance, I felt Leigh Wood boxed a much more disciplined fight than first time around. One of the basic adjustments he made in this fight was a very simple one, and that was keeping his right hand glued to his chin, because that was really the only shot Lara was looking for in this fight, was that leaping left hook. Every time Lara got close with it, Leigh Wood would take sting off it by just raising that right hand to partially block that shot or completely block it. So Leigh Wood defended against that left hook very well. And Leigh Wood was boxing to orders in this fight. He was keeping it nice and long against Mauricio Lara right from the very first bell. Jab, double jab, jab straight right hand, half step back. He would pivot out, make Lara reset, rinse and repeat, and sometimes he'd use his left hook to land it and then pivot out and once again make Lara reset. He was just picking his moments, picking Lara off with a jab, gauging distance really well, and again he was boxing to orders. Round 2 he actually dropped Lara with a really good right uppercut, kind of caught Lara coming in square, head on centre line. Leigh Wood lands that right uppercut, he kind of faked the left, threw the right uppercut, bang on the chin, drops Lara. Lara gets up straight away. I don't think he was badly hurt, but it was a really good shot. And after that, I felt Lara may have won round 3. But after the 3rd round, man, I gave Lara no rounds at all. I gave Lara 1 round in this fight, which was round 3. Lara in that round landed some good body shots. I felt he outlanded Leigh Wood in general. Nothing crazy, nothing spectacular, but I felt he showed the better work rate in round 3, but aside from that, man, Lara really offered absolutely nothing in this fight. Nothing at all. And that just gave Leigh Wood the opportunity to pick him off with a jab. And it was just routine. I don't really know what else to say in regards to this fight. Credit to Leigh Wood for improving his defense in this fight. Again, the gauge of distance was really impressive. He didn't really give Lara many free shots like he did first time around. He never got greedy, never held his feet too long. He done his thing and got out, maintained range, made Lara reset like I said. Just basic ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, simple boxing. And that was all it took for Leigh Wood to win this fight. Now, going on from here, Leigh Wood has some good options. Obviously, he's going to want a stadium fight in Nottingham. The fight that really makes sense to do that would be Josh Warrington. Both guys have big fan bases in regards to like football fans. Josh Warrington, of course, is popular among Leeds fans. Leigh Wood is popular among Nottingham Forest fans. Get that fight in the City Ground in Nottingham. That would do big numbers, and it would be a good fight as well. Alternatively, Luis Alberto Lopez has just beat Michael Conlan, brutally knocking him out in round 5. Of course, Luis Alberto Lopez is the IBF featherweight champion. Leigh Wood versus Bernardo Lopez, unification fight at featherweight. That'd be a great fight too. So Leigh Wood has good options now. Usually when a fight goes 1-for-1 like this, when I'd want to see a trilogy fight, but Lara's performance doesn't deserve a trilogy fight. I mean, he showed nothing to me. Absolutely nothing. Flat as a pancake, so I'm expecting Lara to go up to super featherweight in his next fight because he looked completely and utterly dead at the weights. I do wonder in regards to that. Was there some skullduggery before this fight? You know, there has been rumours of that in the past when it comes to British boxing. John Real Casemiro being the perfect example of that. But, yeah, I mean, the fight never really delivered like I thought it would, to be honest. I was expecting a much more competitive fight. But, you know, credit to Leigh Wood, man, at the end of the day. Despite what Lara showed in there, Leigh Wood came back from a knockout loss about 3 months later. He got knocked out end of February. He comes back at the end of May and beats the guy who knocked him out. So that takes some mental strength. That takes concentration. That takes belief. So credit to Leigh Wood for winning this fight and becoming a 2-time featherweight champion. As I said, if I could pick, I would pick a fight between Leigh Wood and Luis Alberto Lopez next. But I think we'll get a Josh Warrington fight. You know, I think that makes sense business-wise. But regardless, share your thoughts below. What did you make of this fight? Peace.